I'm pulling for the Chargers this year, buddy, over the Rams. So
I can't have that conversation. I don't know who the Chargers are. I'm watching Hard Knocks. I don't know who that other team is. I see the varsity team. I don't know who the JV team is. I don't know who those guys are.
Welcome in to the Scott Kaplan Show now on 710 ESPN.
Scott Kaplan, this is 710 ESPN.
Scott Kaplan on 710 ESPN.
Weeknights 7 to 10 p.m. Now here
is Scott Kaplan.
Yo, what's going on? Just taken to the airwaves live at 8:31 p.m. Following my man Alan Sliwa and the Laker postgame show. Scott Kaplan taking to the airwaves of 710 ESPN. Now listen, as we take to the radio airwaves, and for those of you that are driving around right now, it's easy. It's old school. It's the way it always was. You get in your car, you turn on your radio, 710, there we are. But wait a second. Wherever you're going and whenever you get to your landing spot, we're also streaming tonight on Facebook, on Twitter, on Twitch, on YouTube. We are live streaming the radio broadcast. So for those of you that want to watch, I will apologize in advance and tell you I'm not wearing a bra tonight, just so you know. Okay? You're going to see what's going on here behind the scenes. You're hearing it on the radio. You'll be able to see it if you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitter. So happy to have everybody along tonight. We're getting on the air kind of late, but of course we yield to LeBron and the Lakers, and then the Laker postgame show with my man Slee. And so tonight, the Lakers 117-100 over Houston, back-to-back wins in Houston, and unbeaten so far on the road. As I got done listening to the Laker postgame show with Slee, I've still got on television in front of me the Spectrum television broadcast, which ended the postgame show, and now I'm getting ready to watch the replay from the first quarter. On my other TV here in the studio, home studio, is a replay of last night's national championship game between Alabama and Ohio State. ESPN2 is replaying it. I'm glad they are, because I got news for you. By midway through the third quarter, which is where the replay is, I was long gone. This game wasn't entertaining. It wasn't competitive. I suppose if you wanted to see future NFL talent, or if it was your first time hearing about the Heisman Trophy winner, maybe you were watching last night. But by the second half, the conclusion was done. It was over. Kind of a lot like tonight's Lakers game. You know, this Laker game was out of hand early. Lakers scored 70-plus in the first half. I mean, it was ridiculous how uncompetitive. Is that really the right word? Non-competitive. It's probably the better way of saying it. Houston is. And I just watch them, and I see James Harden on the floor, and I think to myself, everybody is just going through the motions until they can figure out how to get rid of this guy, because it just seems like the relationship is so utterly fractured. Flip side, by the way, which is kind of cool, because again, if you're watching the game and you're hoping for a competitive game and then it's out of control and it's not going to be competitive, so you decide, what am I sticking around for? The opposite of Houston, which is the Lakers. Watching a team that has its nucleus of LeBron and AD and guys that were part of the championship last year, but infusing the new names into the starting lineup and watching a team come together. You knew that LeBron and AD were going to lead, but you didn't know how long it would take for chemistry to be worked out and infused. And here we are, and we're like 11, 12 games into the season, and the Lakers are playing mid-season caliber basketball in what is practically still the preseason. And so a great night tonight for the Lakers, 117-100. Anthony Davis only played 29 minutes, which is great. LeBron James, same deal. AD scored 19, LeBron 26. And the highlight, I would say, of this game tonight, other than I'm trying to figure out what color LeBron's shoes were tonight. They're like a pistachio gelato greenish description. I'm telling you, LeBron's sneaks tonight are like a gelato pistachio kind of color, if you can feel me on that. But I do want to say that the highlight of tonight will be this. If you didn't see the game and you're just getting to us tonight, the highlight of the game tonight, there's about 7:35 to go in the second quarter. Lakers are up big by like 20 points. It's 45-24. LeBron gets a pass, and he's right in front of the Laker bench, and he launches a three in the basket. He literally turning to the bench, according to the post-game interviews. He's making balls in midair. There's like, this is all happening. For those